So a lot of students, they really get confused when they see a question from an abnormal industry. So initially in SBL papers, the first 4 or 5 papers, it was about a commercial organization. And then suddenly they asked a question on a charitable organization, and half the students, they literally fainted. I don't know why, but charity just made them, made them, what should I say, paralyzed, or they just freaked out. And then in the next attempt, the examiner, he gave a question on a service industry, like an audit firm or an accounting firm or something like that. Again, half the students, they just freaked out. Baba, I don't understand what has changed. The business concepts, the business strategies never change, whether it's a commercial organization, whether it's a charitable organization, whether it is a service organization, whether it is a club, whether it is a discotheque, whether it is a massage or a spa center, whether it is an educational institute, whether it's a gym, or whether it's Facebook, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Apple, it doesn't matter. The nature of industry, the legal structure of the company, it doesn't matter. The business concepts remains the same. And that is why I wanted to discuss and bring this up today, because a lot of students, they ask me, sir, for September attempt, which industry do you think will be tested? How the F would I know which industry? But then my question is, what difference? It shouldn't make a difference as long as your concepts are clear. So now, let me show what I mean. Enough of emotional speeches. Yeah. So there is only, the sum of the terminologies will be different. For example, let's say there is a commercial organization or a manufacturing organization. There is an accounting firm, which is a service organization, but there is a charity or a club, and there is a public government company or a public sector government entity. These are the basically 4 types of things. Manufacturing concern, a service organization, a charity, and a public sector organization. A charity, I mean non-profit, not for profit, all those fancy words. Don't you think, let's talk about revenue. You think a manufacturing organization like Samsung, okay, manufacturing organization, do you think manufacturing organization would be interested in maximizing their revenue? Yes or no? Of course, right? What about accounting firm like Price Waterhouse or Ernst & Young? Would they be interested in maximizing their revenue? Of course. So the revenue here would be called sales. Here it will be called fees, audit fees, fees for services, whatever. What about a charity? You think charity needs revenue? Tell me. Charity needs a revenue? Of course. If they don't have any source of revenue, they will shut down. It will be called maybe donations, or mostly charity will be donations, right? So don't you think that charity would runs after people, after donors, so that they can maximize their donation income? What about a government entity? I don't know about a government entity. They don't give a shit because, or maybe yes, because government entities, they require government funding, and government funding is not unlimited, right? So they also try to maximize the government funding allowed or allocated to them, correct? What about competition? What about competition? You think these guys have competition, the manufacturing company? Of course, Samsung's competition is with all the other brands, Apple, Huawei, Oppo, whatever. You think accounting firms have competition? Of course. You think charity has competition? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Charity doesn't have competitions, right? No, 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 no. Of course, they need to survive. Are they the only charity in the world? There are so many other charity programs, charity organizations. So they are competing with other charities. And government entities might be a little bit different. Okay, but at least these three, competition is there. Profit. Do you think they want, all of them want surplus or profit? A charity would call it surplus. But at the end of the day, call it whatever you want. They are all dying for bottom line surplus, right? Or profits. So do you think charity will have some business strategies in place? For example, if it wants to increase its revenue, don't you think they will have proper strategies, proper planning? Don't you think they will be focusing on cost controls and IT and this and that? Similarly, audit firm, don't you think they will have strategies in place, technology in place, proper HR strategy in place, training in place, how to differentiate, how to marketing, how to capture clients? So each and every type of business out there, their terminologies will be different, but the business concepts will always be the same. They all are thirsty for revenue. They all are thirsty for profits and cash. They all are fighting with their sleeves rolled up with competitions. So what difference does it make on your life as a SBL student, whatever industry comes? Maybe next time the industry could be an airline industry. But I don't give a shit about it's an airline industry, because do they want revenue? Yes. Competition? Yes. Profits? Yes. So please get this misconception out from your mind that a charity or a service industry or this and that will change the entire business concepts. No, no model is going to change. You think pastel can only be applied in Samsung? Don't you think pastel? Don't you think Price Waterhouse? Do you think they apply pastel? Like I work in an insurance company. Don't you think we apply pastel Porter 5? Don't you think we do SWOTs? Even a charity, they do pastel, Porter, SWOT, because this is all needed to come up with strategies. And if you don't have strategies, you will not be able to survive, and you will just go into administration. You will just shut down, bleed to death. Yes, there are some things like the shareholders. Here it will be called like here the, let's say the principal. The principal here would be shareholders. In a commercial organization, the principal or owners are shareholders. In a charity organization, the principal or owner would be donors or sponsors. In a government entity, the principal or shareholders are public, the agents. Here it will be board of directors. In a service organization, it will be board of directors. In a charity organization, normally it is called board of trustees. It's just some different in terminologies. But don't you think the role of board of trustee and the role of board of directors are almost same? Yeah, they are all responsible for the functioning of the organization. Got it? So please just relax. Whatever industry, whatever is the nature of business, just keep your basic concept correct. The basic concept of any business is top line. Top line means revenue, expenses, bottom line. Bottom line means profitability or surplus, marketing strategy, business strategy, risks. All of them faces risk: business risk, financial risk, liquidity risk, reputational risk, political risk. Don't you think so? Everything remains the same, just the words are different. Any questions? What do you call NEDs in a charity organization? They're normally board of trustees. Board of trustees are basically the, non-executive directors, and then they supervise a board of director. I think I explained that yesterday or day before yesterday, that under a board of trustees there will be a board of directors. Board of directors would be executive and the board of trustees would be non-executive. What's a NPO? Non-profit organization, same as charity? Yes, concept will always be same. Do you remember we saw ACCA's integrated report like yesterday or day before yesterday? I think yesterday. They have a president, they have a CEO, they have those strategic objectives, key risks, future strategies, and they are a non-profit organization. So please just keep basic concepts straight and you will be able to handle any kind of question. The moment you open up the case study in your paper and you panic, okay, the moment you open the case study and you panicked, you will lose the battle even before it started. Did you understand that? Just by looking at the industry and the nature of all those things, do not panic because everything is same, only the terminologies are different. So never ever panic. Do not set any expectation so that you are not in for a surprise. Just relax, because if you panic because of these stupid things like charity, oh my God, it's a charity, oh my God, it's that, I do not know about this. If you panic, you will lose the battle. Right. Enjoyed?